Heartical Vibes.
Welcome to the Homegrown Music Showcase.
This is Paulette Tajah representing for DJ Eddie Rankin on Vibes FM, promoting up-and-coming UK and international reggae artists to the world. Big up, big up, big up the Homegrown Music Showcase, spreading love consciousness through music. Who says so? Paulette Tajah representing for DJ Eddie Rankin on Vibes FM. Vibes FM. Vibes.
Heartical Vibes.
I told them to play the exclusive.
Now my selector.
Heartical Vibes.
Sometimes I sit down and I wonder, what would life be without you here with me? Oh no, it would be a dreary life without you by my side. Yeah, you make my life such a paradise. You make it so real to me, boy. And every time I think of it, that's when you're so close to me. Our love grows more and more when we're together. Although it's like a dream, you make it reality by holding me close in your arms. Yeah, I feel your warmth and love. Yeah, you make my life such a paradise. You make it so real to me, boy. And every time I think of it, that's when you're so close to me. Sha la 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 la. Sha la 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 la. Sha la 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 la. Sha la 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 la. You make my life such a paradise. You make it so real to me, boy. And every time I think of it, that's when you're so
There's a big tune done by Paulette Tajah, a tune called Paradise, originally done by Gene Adibambo. Okay, then I'm gonna go straight over to the phones and I will be in conversation with Paulette Tajah herself right about now. Greetings, Paulette. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Wonderful. Okay then. So let's start straight out. Okay then. This is Paulette Tajah, and this is an absolute queen of Lovers Rock. If anybody ever know about Lovers Rock, they must have to know this name, Paulette Tajah. Alright then. You don't know. Manners and respect. Okay, so when did you first start singing, and when did you have the self-belief that you can actually do something in this music industry?
Well, first and foremost, I just have to say thank you so much for having me on your show. I am a fan of the show. I'm a great fan of vibesFM and all the crew anyway. But just give God thanks for us to be able to speak today. So
indeed,
in answer to that question, I would say I was definitely an accidental artist.
Okay.
What I mean by that was that I never had any intention of being a recording artist or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, I used to have my hairbrush singing into the mirror in private. No one would ever see me do that. I'd be mortified. And like a lot of young girls back in the day, back in the 70s growing up, I would do the 2-finger record. You remember those old cassette recorders?
I sure do.
And I used to record myself singing to the versions on the 12 inches. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, a lot of the young people nowadays, they have no clue when you talk about 12-inch version what you're talking about. Yeah, because they're only about the downloading.
Yeah.
We used to get value for money when we used to, buy songs back in the day, because not only would you get the A side, the B side, you would get a version excursion as well.
That's
so
right.
I used to use those versions and make up my own words to songs, record them, and put them under the bed in a box, never to see the light of day.
Okay.
Yeah. But I have a younger sister who, I'm going to hail her out. My sister Amanda, very fast. She decided to take some of my cassettes and go and let her, at the time, boyfriend listen, who had a brother that was in a sound, a well-known South London sound called Sir Lloyd.
Okay.
And Sir Lloyd actually got hold of them and listened to me singing, which I had no knowledge of. Then he said he wanted to meet me, etc. And we didn't have no mobile phones and instant. This was like you have to go and visit the person or find out where they live and whatever. So a contact was made. I went and had a chat with him. I was thinking, what on earth does he want to speak to me about? Because I had no idea he had these tapes. So he said, listen, I've been listening to your voice and, I think we could do something, It's like, do you really mean me? Are you talking about me? And he was like, I couldn't believe it. So what we did is we went into a studio and, he listened to some of the songs that I had actually written my own lyrics to. And the first song I ever did, it was actually on one of his instrumentals, Sir Lloyd's, which was Swing and Dine, which was by David Miller, I think. And then I made up my own words to it called Move Up Close to Me. So it was about a young girl that was in a dance, very shy, didn't want to know, saw a guy, didn't know how to approach them or anything, or didn't want to. And, she was saying, move up close to me, maybe you can turn around and we can dance or something, So it was very, back in the day, girly stuff, So, and then the song after that was 'Cause You Love Me Baby.
Originally by Dennis Williams, eh?
That was originally by Denise Williams, absolutely. And, I love Denise Williams as an artist. I mean, her vocal versatility is just off the chains. Even learning that song, because before Lloyd brought the song to me, I didn't know the song. I knew of the artist, but I didn't know the song. And when I heard it, I just fell in love with the song. And that high note was like, what? How am I going to hit that? When you're young, your voice is, more supple or whatever. I don't know if I can get there today, but...
How young were you then? About what age?
I'm going to give away my age now, aren't I? Going to give away my age. So I think I was actually 19 when I recorded it.
Wow.
And I think it was released when I was 20. So that was back in 1983.
Okay.
When it was released.
Nobody don't have to do the quick maths. That's not important.
Put it this way, I've got a big birthday coming up this year.
Yeah, there. Blessings and more blessings always. Okay then.
Amen to that.
You moved straight to something which I was going to ask, but it sort of preempted it, which is, who would you say back in the day were your music influences?
I had loads because, in our house, I had older brothers and sisters, and, my parents are Jamaican, so when they went to see family in Jamaica, they would always, especially my mum, she would always come back with a bag of tunes. And I'm like, it's not until you get older you think, Mum, you was on it, Back in the day, my mum used to be coming up with some pre-release songs that hadn't been released in this country yet, but we didn't appreciate it at the time. Yeah. So my mum was definitely ahead of the game, and we'd always get songs that we'd never heard before. And then Sundays it would start off with what my parents would call sacred music, which Jim Reeves and this, that, the other. And then by the time you got into the afternoon, we'd be on the John Holt, and we'd be on all the kind of reggae artists or whatever. So yeah, it was good growing up in that environment because I got exposed to a lot of different types of music. And back in the day, we had like Tony Williams on the radio, so we'd all tune in for the reggae chart show and everything. And then you got to hear the songs that I then started to emulate, which is that lovers rock genre, because it just felt so sweet. It was a form of escapism. It was, there was a lot of stuff going on back in the early 80s, sus law, lots of animosity, discrimination, the whole lot. And you'd walk into a dance that was maybe predominantly lovers rock music, and the fiercest of romance would come in, and they would lock onto a woman, and that's it for the night. They would just forget about everything.
Yeah, wallpaper getting squeezed.
It is. Oh my goodness.
Right there, you see it there. So yeah, in that era, so obviously you had lots of different genres that influenced you.
Definitely.
I know you mentioned Dennis Williams before, that tune that obviously helped put you sort of in the limelight pretty much.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, it wasn't just people like Dennis Williams. It was like Aretha, Whitney, even Mahalia Jackson, because that gospel influence was very much in our home. So there was just a wide range, and you could people like Tina Turner, who was very much kind of a rock artist as well. I used to love a lot of her stuff. So yeah.
Well, I've been on the radio now for the past 28 years myself, various radio stations.
Wow.
And I really started out playing, I would say, more lovers. Hence, me got the name Dr. Love from. I got the name Dr. Love from early. And I used to play a lot of the love ballads and stuff because my show used to be on from 10 p.m. till midnight. And I think I probably helped.
Definitely Wallpaper Crew.
Yeah, I think I probably helped made quite a few babies indirectly, but never mind.
I'm still getting the lawsuits.
You get me? Now, of all the tunes you've made over the years, are any specific ones that jump out at you that are really close to your heart, that it just does something for you?
I mean, it's a really good question. I think that I kind of split that into two camps, because there's songs that I love because of what it means to the audience, because it takes them back to a place and a time and the reaction that you get from the song. And I love to, sing songs that the audience can engage with. And so, when I sing 'Cause You Love Me, and also I did a tribute to Gene Adibambo with Paradise. And when I sing that, the reaction that it still gets is just, beyond words, because it means, those songs just mean different things to different people.
Yep.
And, as an artist, I feel humbled, really humbled and privileged to be able to have that, space in someone's life that particular song means something to them. Yep. And then on the other side, I would say that songs that I have penned myself mean an incredible amount to me because it's my expression. So when we're talking about the new EP, one of the songs that, I really love is a song called Pray. And hopefully we'll talk a little bit more about the EP and, the understanding behind that song and why it means so much to me.
Yeah, well, you've come directly into that now beautifully, because what I want to know was this Journey of a Butterfly is very, very interesting title. Very interesting title. What's the influence behind the title? What is it all about?
Yeah, okay. So it's, a lot of people confuse it with journey. It's actually journal.
Okay.
So it's actually Journal of a Butterfly. And I wanted to sort of capture the fact that I've been an artist for a long time, and this EP almost journals my life and life experiences, people I've come across, in situations that I've either witnessed or been around or whatever. And it's as if I'm just writing a journal and then turning it into songs. And the whole butterfly thing is that I've been around a long time. I've been here, there, everywhere. I haven't necessarily landed, so to speak.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that, with this album and the follow-up album, that I will, land.
Yep.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does indeed, because don't see the caterpillar in you. I see the wings already. But at the end, yeah, and seriously, because I mean, a lot of people who know of Paulette Tajah see you already as a big accomplished star. I don't think that in your mind that you don't see it like that yourself, because I know you're a very humble and down to earth person. But at the end of the day, yes, you have accomplished quite a lot. You've touched a lot of lives, and it's a privilege to be able to even speak to you today on the subject. I'm actually in awe because I played some of your tunes back in the day, early up in my career. You said that caused a lot of wallpaper to get pressed. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I get the theme of the journal. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I love that. Now watch this now. See, of all of these youths now coming up in the music industry, I know there's a lot of different genres. I mean, obviously we're in the UK, we're in London, and there's a lot of things now. These youths coming up with this grime and whatever kind of the other different genres. Some of it's quite interesting. I can't lie, but again, I think some of the lyrics are a little bit wanting, to say the least. What advice would you give to any up and coming young artists now want to get into the reggae industry?
Well, I think, whether it's the reggae industry or another genre, I think as an artist, you have to understand that you may, through your career, have a platform that gives you influence over others. And with that influence comes responsibility. And it's, that responsibility to be able to convey messages that are wholesome, that edify, that uplift, that encourage, rather than stuff that's going to tear down and, divide and breed hatred, etc., etc. So I would like to think that while someone might, use a song to, share their journey that might not have started in a good place, that's completely different, because maybe they're showing what that journey has brought them to now, and they're in a different place now. So, I absolutely applaud that type of writing. But certainly in terms of, coming into the reggae industry, what I would say first and foremost to young people is treat the industry as a business. Get to know the nuts and bolts of the business. So knowing your rights as an artist, protecting your work if you write work. So joining organisations like PRS and Musicians Union, and also understanding the power of social media and how that can work for you as if you like, your engine room. Back in my day, you had to be looking for a music deal. You had to be looking for a producer or whatever that could take you on. A lot of these young people are actually doing all of this stuff themselves and using social media to actually get deals. And to me, the ingenuity of some of these artists is absolutely fantastic, and the confidence they have to put stuff out there, and the visuals. If you look at our era, there were very few visuals to accompany our songs. So to this day, DJ Eddie, there'll be artists that you play their songs, you have no clue what this artist is like.
That's right.
Because there weren't any visuals, and in terms of being able to do those visuals, it was sometimes cost prohibitive. That has moved on, and I put my hand up as one of those people that I did my debut video only in July of this year, and I released it in October.
Wow.
And it's called African Woman, which is part of my EP, and it's about empowerment. It's about a black woman being every woman, how we can use that platform of positivity to make changes.
Love that. Okay then, well, you come again, you gone on to the next question, which was, have you got any up and coming EP launches or event that you would like the listeners to know about?
Sure. So I do regularly gig. I didn't take on any work over Christmas. I just did some family time or whatever. So there are a couple of very interesting projects coming up this year that I can't speak about right now, but you will hear about them. The EP was released in May of last year, and the reception has been really, really positive. But this year is about really promoting that with live shows, etc., so people can come and actually see me, up close and personal, with a band singing those songs. And that's what I enjoy most, the live experience.
Wonderful.
And the interaction that you have with your audience. So I have a website which is called PauletteTajahMusic.com. I would encourage people to go to my website to buy stuff, because that way the money comes straight to me, and then I can reinvest that within, doing more music. Because all of this is self-funded. I don't have a record company. I wish I did, or big producers. Everything I do, I have to fund myself. And it really is important that what we're doing, because we love doing it, is in some way recompensed by people buying, your works or whatever.
That's right.
So, whilst you can stream it or download it or get it on YouTube or whatever, I would encourage people, not only artists, not only me as an artist, but other artists, go buy their stuff on their direct websites so that the money goes straight to them. And then that way they can invest that money back into, what we all love, which is creating music.
Yeah, that's the one. Well, again, the next question was, where can people purchase your music? Where can they download, follow you, and share, and all the above?
Absolutely. So I'm on Spotify. Just look up Paulette Tajah. I'm on music, and then obviously I've got my website, which has got not only the EP on it, I've put some of my back catalogue on it as well. Lots of people have actually been contacting me saying, Paulette, where can we get hold of Happy Memories, which was an album I did back in the early 90s with Tex Johnson, disco Tex music, and I did covers of lots of the old classic lovers rock tunes. So that really does take you down memory lane. And as I said, that was, I can't believe it's like 30 odd years ago. It's just crazy. But yeah, and I also did an album called Back to the Old School, which was rare groove classics done in a lovers rock flavour.
Wonderful.
So again, go on the website, check out those my back catalogue as well. And I'm also going to put some stuff on there that was either never released or people just didn't know about it because it was much earlier on in my career. And I'm going to put some of those on as well, which you can't get anywhere else. So just as a sweetener to come to my website.
Well, I'm actually looking at it as we speak right now. Yeah. Right. Yep. people get behind Paulette. Yes, you don't know. Big things are going. See? All right then. Okay. Any special any shout outs you want to do, or any big ups or any thank yous for the journey? And
yeah, absolutely. You know what? I lost both my parents and I lost my dad in 2017. But I just want to.
My sincere.
No, it's fine. But yeah. I just want to acknowledge my parents' journey. Coming to this country in very difficult times. Giving their heart and soul to this country and everything, and coming up against huge challenges that we wouldn't be able to cope with what they coped with back in the day. And they did their very best. 6 of us, and we went through some tough times, but we all made it into adulthood and doing what we're doing or whatever. So to all the people of the Windrush generation, maximum respect to all of you, because wow, you blazed a trail for us. I have to give God thanks. Because without God, I'm just nothing. And the path that He's put me on is for purpose, and I still haven't realised fully that purpose, but I trust Him. To my husband Jay, my daughter Sigourney, and my new son-in-law, because they got married last year, Jordan. So the family's getting bigger, so I give God thanks. And my wider family, my friends, that you guys are family, because you've just given me nothing but unconditional support all the way. And listen to you guys, to you DJs, the radio stations, vibesFM, you guys have been just crazy supportive, and you guys know that I support you as well with events and things like that. But you are the platform. The radio stations are such an important platform, and obviously the sound systems and everything else. So I can't thank you guys enough. And to the fan base, whether you're a loyal fan, whether you're a new fan, thank you so much. Keep spreading the word, keep sharing the music, and we just want to make sweet music and
indeed
live life.
That's the one. And spread the love and consciousness along the way,
Amen. Amen to that.
All right then. Well, blessings. Thank you so much, Paulette. And blessings and blessings for throughout the year and beyond. You don't know.
Amen.
All right. Take good care. All right then. Take good care until, and I'll speak to you very soon.
Bless up.
All right, bless
Thank
up.
you.
One love. Big up all Massive and crew on the Vibes FM family too. This man like DJ Rankin coming through with a whole lot of love for you. Yeah. That was the one and only Paulette Tajah right here on the big one, Vibes FM. You don't know. Massive respect and manners each and every time. Here comes another big tune from Paulette Tajah. Tune called Prayer. Taking us to the break. Keep it locked. Pure niceness overflowing. You don't know. This is the Homegrown Music Showcase.
I pray. I pray. Sometimes I see you watching from the corner of my eye, and I say it's gonna be a better day.
If you would like your songs to be considered for airplay on the Homegrown Music Showcase, send your tunes to hearticalvibesshow@gmail.com, or you can go to hearticalvibes.com/radio and upload your tunes there and find more information. Check it out.